Welcome back to the latest episode of the Key and Mang Audio Experience. I'm your host, Mang, as always, with my fellow co-host, Key. Key, what's good?
What's up, man? How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm lovely.
Love it. Love it. You know how people be talking about we only have 24 hours in a day and you need more time?
Yeah, I say that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what our episode is on today. Time, time, time. It's something that we all have the same amount of hours, we all have the same amount of seconds in a day. But it comes down to how do you utilize your time and how do you make sure that you're one taking care of yourself, but two getting taking care of what needs to get done for the betterment of yourself and whatever you're trying to accomplish, whether it's school, whether it's work, whether it's business, whether it's life. And just trying to utilize your time to the best of your ability. I think sometimes, especially now with the advent of socials and YouTube and TikTok, it's so easy to get lost in the sauce of scrolling on TikTok and diving into all these theories and dance videos and food pics and food videos and things like that that can really just turn from 15 minutes of playtime to 4 hours if you're not if it all of a sudden. So today's episode's on time and how we utilize our time and tips and tricks on how to effectively use your time, but still have the playtime to, do what you love to do as well. So, Key, what's a week look like for you these days?
uh, I still work full time, so my schedule right now, Monday, Tuesdays, Thursdays, I work 11 to 7. So my Mondays start off slow. Like I'll try to wake up at like 6. I probably wake up by 7 now. I've been debating on if I should work out in the morning or if I should work out at night. So depending on how I feel and what workout I have to do on Monday, or like what I get done on the weekend, I'll work out. I'm not doing legs in the morning anymore. I decided that. So if I have an upper body day, I'll do it in the morning. Or if I'm feeling like motivated to like get to work, I'll wake up and like open my laptop, make breakfast, drink coffee, and do work until it's time to go to work. And what that consists of is I have a certain number of people, new people I want to reach out to every day. So like go through my socials, people that interact with my stuff, reach out to them. I'm involved in a couple of Facebook groups, so I respond to posts on there, answer questions, and then I write like a little checklist of what I want to get done when I get home from work. So when I get home from work, I'll work out and then respond to people that I reach out to or other people I was having conversations with during that time, and then wind down, go to sleep. So that's my late days. My early days when I work like 7 to 3, I'll just wake up early enough to eat breakfast, drink coffee, go to work, get off at 3. Work out. I usually go live on Wednesdays, either my Facebook group or my personal profile. I do that. Then I will make post about that video that I did, schedule it, send my emails out on Wednesday or at least write them for them to go out a different day on Wednesday. And then on weekends, I'm trying not to work as much, like do as much stuff on the computer on the weekends. I feel like I was stuck to my computer all the time. So I'm trying to get better at that because I feel like the amount of time or like the amount of time doesn't really matter. So just how much efficiency you have. So I'm trying to like time block and get all the stuff I need to get done in a certain amount of time and then enjoy my weekend because when I was working all the time, it felt like I didn't have a weekend and then that would make me really hate my job. So I'm trying to be better about like enjoying my job, even though it's not something like I'm really too enthusiastic about. So I've been doing that, and then on weekends I'll probably go out to brunch. I haven't been brunching as much. Work out. I try to record some reels or like outline my live videos for the week, and then kind of take it from there. But I'm trying to be less strict about what I do on the weekends and just get my most important things done. And for me, that's creating like posts, whether that's scripting a video, taking the script and creating it into like a Facebook post or a carousel, and then making sure like my clients' programs are there. Outside of that, if I get that done, I'm pretty much free to do whatever. That's my
And how do
chaotic week.
and how do you feel you've been able to develop your routine that works for you? Like, has it always been like this, or is it something you had to develop to make sure you got everything that you need to get done during the week, and then can get your priorities done on the weekend, but still have time?
It's definitely not something that's always been like this. I feel like I am always like changing my routine up. Like I am a big routine person, and I have not nailed down a routine yet. I'm trying to figure out like when I feel better with workouts, when I feel better with doing certain activities, because I realize certain things, like if I put off into the nighttime, I don't do as well with, or I don't feel as motivated to do it. So I'm trying to like play around with that, and then also like take into consideration that I still have to show up online and stuff. So I think honestly that has been the struggle. So it has not been something that has been that way all the time. And I think it's continuing to evolve. But I do feel better about that, like not working as much and I'm still making the same amount of money and being able to like get new leads without having to be in front of my computer or be on social media all the time because that gets very draining.
Hmm. And I feel like as you've like I've noticed as you've done more with the listing for women page and sending out emails and getting solid with that, being consistent with that, I've seen that you've been more consistent with getting stuff out on your Wednesday lives or getting content out. And I'm just like, okay, I see you. I see you, Key. I think it's a work in progress, but I think you've got a good job of getting your priorities in and making sure that those weekly things that you got to do are done, and then the rest is almost like bonus time.
Yeah. Thank you for that. But yeah, that has been that's been a struggle. What does Ming's week look like?
Mhm. My early days are Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 5 on Monday, Friday, and 8 to 3 on 8 to 4 on Wednesday. And I wake up, I'm trying to wake up at the same time every day, no matter if it's an early day or a late day, just to get in the habit of that. So then my first alarm goes off at like 5:45. And I have this notorious habit for going on YouTube and watching sports media clips in the morning, like sports radio. It's so bad. It's so bad. So I've been working on. I'll still go on YouTube, but I switch what I'm listening to, whether it's something motivational, whether it's something from like a lesson to learn for the day or something, something like that. So I'm still on YouTube is just a different kind of information coming in just to start the morning, which I think is useful. And then I'll work, get ready, go to work, finish my shift. Then on Mondays I hoop after work, so I go to the gym 5:30, go hoop for a couple hours, and then by the time I get home, like I'm gassed because you got a full day of work and then going to hoop, and I'm like, all right. But then my Tuesdays and Thursdays are I start at 12, so I'll still wake up at the same 5:45, and then I'll do some reading. I'll do some listening to be on YouTube, go through some core stuff, and then start to get ready for the day. And my games are usually on Tuesday, Thursday, like a Tuesday or Thursday. When my season's coming to an end soon, so um, go to work and then like go to the game after work. And I think a lot of my stuff where we're kind of the opposite is my weekends is where I get a lot of like my stuff done. So I try and get it so that if we have podcast stuff or if I have notes I gotta finish or if I got um things to edit or things to create, I try and do it early in the morning because I go hoop on Saturday at 12, like 12 to 2, and I'll just be tired after. So like yesterday I went like 12 to 2:15, and then I like took a nap at like 6 o'clock, and then I think it ruined my whole day because I was so tired and I couldn't sit and concentrate. But I took that nap and then I was like, yeah, I need to at least get something done. So I was a little late, but I got the stuff done. So and then I'll use Sunday to plan out the next week. I've been really bad about like getting lifts in, and I've been playing a lot, but not lifting. So I'm trying to use these weekends to plan out when I'm gonna get my lifts in, but still hoop throughout the week and make sure I have enough energy throughout the day so I don't like burn myself, don't like burn all my energy trying to make it through the week. So trying to just be more efficient, trying to make sure I get the nutrients in for for what I need and to make sure I can make it through the days and that's what a week looks like for me.
When you're doing your work on the weekend, are you designating a certain amount of time for each activity, or are you just getting through it with however much time you need?
Um, I need to be more intentional about, right? What I'll do is I'll make a checklist of the things I got to get done. And I probably should put a time limit to that. I don't know. I did this in PT school a lot, where I would put time limits and like just put the timer and like put my phone away. And then once it goes off, it's on to the next thing. But I kind of have an idea of how long it take me to like write a note or edit a podcast and what it's going to take. So I'll just put it on my list and then check it off when it gets done. But I think it could be more efficient with making sure my phone's away, put it on D&D, and then just knocking it out. But yeah, I don't. I need to get back to time blocking and actually focusing on that one thing for that time period, and then moving on to the next.
Yeah, I do too. That was something I was doing in school as well, but then I stopped. And I feel like now when I do stuff, I can do it in such a quicker time frame. I just don't allot that time. So I'm just like, I guess, taking my time. So I need to get back to that as well. I think that's called like Parkinson's law or something like that. Like the time you designate to something, the time you get it done. Have you heard of
Yeah,
that?
that's news to me. I never heard of that
Okay.
called that.
I'll send it to you after, but yeah, it's a thing. It's definitely a thing. And I think that's where like the time blocking and like setting the time to an activity came from. Also, when it comes to prepping on Sundays, I feel like that is literally a game changer. You don't even have to have like exact times, but like just knowing like an idea, roughly an idea of when you're gonna do certain things allows you to be a little bit more consistent and have a bit more confidence in your ability to get it done. Because you're just like going through life without any idea when you're gonna do stuff, you're just gonna procrastinate and then the end of your day is gonna come and be like, damn, I didn't do any of that because I didn't really plan for it and I didn't really know when I could fit it in. So I think as you add more onto your plate, like at least if you want to be more strict about it and like write down times and stuff, do so. But at least having a rough idea of what you have planned and when you can fit certain things in helps. At least with me.
And I think people also talk about like figuring out how to condense the amount of work you're doing in a less amount of time. So like if you're like if you were trying to make a certain amount of money in a year and in a year you make 100K. So then you figure out how can I make 100K in 6 months? And then how can I make it in 3 months? And then once you was able to get to that 100K, and let's say if you got to 100K in 3 months, then now you got a lot more time because you got 9 months to supplement the not supplement, but you got 9 months to make whatever amount of money because you've condensed your time frame into such a small amount because you've got more efficient with getting your work done. I think that same principle applies to people starting anything new. It's how can you figure out you have your process, but how can you condense it so you have more time to spend time with your family, to go out on dates, to um go to brunch, do whatever you want to do that's fun for you, but you still got your work done, you're still productive. So I think that's the next step is figuring out how to make it more efficient.
Yeah. I think and I also think you have to I think people try to jump to that like efficiency standpoint too quick. I feel like sometimes you have to take the time to like either learn things or like do the back end processes so that you're able to be more efficient along the way. You can't I feel like efficiency isn't something that happens right away. I feel like you have to go through like the struggles and then you become more efficient. I think people try to skip that step. Especially when it comes to like business, like you can't try to scale right away. You have to learn how to do everything on your own and then do so. Unless you have the funds to like outsource everything. But I
Hmm.
think there is like merit to being a little less efficient, learning everything, and then becoming more efficient.
I think there's merit to it too. Like, couldn't you get the best of both? Like being more
Okay.
efficient. Like if you were starting off being more efficient and being able to go through the ups and downs. But I think that comes with like having like a coach or someone who's gone through something similar to what you're trying to do, and they can warn you of the pitfalls or warn you of some of the mistakes that they made, and then you just avoid those. I think that would lead to more efficiency from the jump because you're not making the small mistake. Well, not, I don't know, mistakes are mistakes, but you know what I mean? Like you're not
Yeah.
making the mistakes that slow people down. It's now the mistakes that you make are going to be bigger problems that need more brain power, need more energy, and need more time to focus on while everything else is working.
Yeah, I think that's just like the speed component of having like a coach or a mentor. Like you kind of have that structured guidance, so you know what to avoid and like what to focus on. So yeah, you can be more efficient that way. I agree. When it comes to how you spend your day, what do you think are some things you feel like you waste your time on?
YouTube,
Besides
YouTube,
that,
huh?
what else? I feel like
Um,
your YouTube engagement though is productive.
sometimes it is. Sometimes it'll be like basketball highlights. Sometimes it'll be sports radio. Sometimes it'll be like different, uh, different Islamic life. It just depends on what I'm feeling for that time. But my YouTube can be productive. My YouTube can be not so productive. But I think that's also like that's so. I feel like sometimes it's okay when you've been if I put in a lot of work or something and I just want to refrain. But I probably should also find ways without the screen to find ways to, um, you know, recover and refresh. But what else? How else I waste my time? I think like when I like what we was talking about earlier, when I do have like if I'm writing notes or something, like my phone's usually like right next to me. And then it's like I'll finish this objective, look at my phone. Finish the objective, look at my phone. Finish the assessment, finish my phone. I was like, bro, if I took out those three looking at the phone, this thing is done in 15 minutes versus 25, you know what I mean? Like or
Mhm.
30. I think just stuff like that. I think I just know what I gotta get done and I think I kind of just play around with my rest times and kind of coasting sometimes with it and not being as intentional as I should be. But I think what got to get done does get done.
You can just be more efficient. I feel the same.
Yeah, just
Have
more
you ever
efficient.
looked at your screen time and then how many times you pick up your phone?
I look at the screen time hours. I haven't looked at how many times I pick up the phone.
I started paying attention like
I'm kind of
pickups. I
scared.
think it called it pickups or something like that. And then it
Yep.
also tells you like how many times you clicked on an app. And I'm like, at one point I had my notifications on, and I was still clicking to see my messages. Like that's like you turn off. Like you ever saw the post that's like it's like you turned off his notifications, but then you still check to see if they text.
Yeah.
I feel like I be doing that, so I was just like, this is stupid. Like I can just take these off. But yeah, the screen time is interesting.
That's true. Yeah, last week my screen time was 5 hours, 37 minutes, averaging 92 pickups per week. But but the most is definitely on the weekends. Definitely on the weekends. It looks like I'm keeping it below the 92 and then it just skyrockets on Saturday and Sunday.
How do
160
I?
notifications per week. Yeah, my screen time could but it did go down 6% from the week before, so I'll take that as a plus.
I cannot see my. Hold on. This last week. Oh my god, my. This is not right. I promise you, it's not right. It says average is 10 hours. I do not be on 10 hours. I don't even have that. 10 hours is crazy. How many pickups? Hold on. It says I spent 33 hours on social media. I swear I did not. This is crazy. 50 minutes on podcast. I listened to like three podcasts. This is rigged, Apple. That's crazy. 3 hours, 5 minutes on finance. I don't even open my finance apps. Come on now. It's crazy. I don't know. This is wild. I do be on
How many
Facebook a lot. I watch a lot of lives and I rewatch my stuff, huh?
how many pickups per
It
week?
doesn't say upset. No, 159. No. I know my ring is blowing up. This is interesting. All right, let's see. But today's was only 2 hours. Not bad.
No, there you go. There you go.
I'm embarrassed.
Well, look, I know we talk about all this stuff, but we're also working on it in real time too. So we just the episode before was about taking action, and we're taking action on reducing our being more trying to be more efficient with our time, and but 10 hours on the 10 hours per week, 10 hours per day is a lot. 10 hours per week
I
is
don't
a
see
lot.
how I've been work. Well, I do be on my phone at work though. That's another thing that like I've got a little better with this, but I feel like I cannot focus on my job at work. Like I be like creating posts. Some of my best posts are created at work. Like when I'm on vacation, I can't focus. Like that's one of my things. Like I feel like I get distracted very easily, and I'll be motivated to like create something, and I'm doing it right now, and I'll do it at work. That happens a lot.
Hmm.
Yeah, I have issues with being present.
Well, I think it starts with you're aware of it.
All right,
Now it's
awareness is
like, all
key.
right, yeah, awareness is key.
Yeah, I'll try to get my 10 hours, 10 hours down for like seven.
Yeah, but I mean, but you're also like making lives on the computer, like making reels and stuff. Like I get that.
Yeah, but that's still a lot. I didn't know it was that. I expected it to say like seven. 10 is crazy. It's okay though. It is what it is.
Hey, everyone else listen to this, check your screen time and let us know what your screen time is. Because now I'm kind of curious. And how many pickups you get. How many pickups you get per week on average. And now I'm curious.
That's a good metric.
Hmm.
I'm gonna start asking
And
my
then
clients that.
you should. I think it's right in front of you. Right? You just gotta go to the screen time notification. But
That's all I got.
and that's all I got too. We'll catch you on the next episode.
Peace.
Peace.